What's up, everybody? This is Super Mike. Super Mike, that's me, not Mike Jones. Hey, we're going to talk about these police today. You know, fleecing the people, stealing money, straight up. We don't got to go way back to slavery. They stealing your money now, right now, right now. Mike Jones, that name is going to pop up a little bit later. Zaddy stealing money right out your pocket. Why do we love the devil? Mike Jones. Mike Jones. All right, let's get to it a little bit. We're going to be talking about civil asset forfeiture. You know, this is laws that the United States got going on that allows them to literally just take your money, to take your property that you worked your entire life for, upon a suspicion. All they got to do is be suspicious. They take your money. And you got to fight like hell to get it back. And they don't have to give it back to you. Yeah, this is what they do here in America. What's going on, everybody? Press the thumbs up. We're going to talk about it a little bit this morning. So before we get the fireworks going, who is Mike Jones?
Oh, it's going to be right there. You cannot stick it in the ground. It's not going to work.
Who did that?
You got to put it in the shoe.
That's America right there. That's America right there. That's how this country is going through. They start off, you know what I'm saying, with a little bit of fireworks, 4th of July, and that thing blows us all up. So like I said before, I just want to get into a little bit this morning. What's going on, everybody? Press the thumbs up button for me. Go ahead and spread the message. Put me into the algorithm. Spread the channel. You can share it on your social media. Make a comment. Say, what's up, Mike? And press the little thumbs up button. You can do that on Facebook. You can do it on YouTube. You can do it on Twitch. That's what we got going on Twitch. So you guys can share it. And like I said, we got the Mike Jones. Mike Jones. That's what they got going on out here. So we're going to get into this a little bit. This is Brookside. These are little towns that we got going around America. And basically what they do is they use tickets. They use the little power that they have in their little local police departments to just fleece and steal people's money. You know, they rape people. I mean, this is the reason why I always say we need to really abolish police, but they got everybody so brainwashed with these TV shows. They make it seem like these little police officers are anything more than a bunch of little hoodlums that you've given some kind of legitimacy to. You've given them a little badge. These is just regular, common little thieves, but they're white and they get the chance to, get a little badge and, they actually become some sort of authority. They're not moral people. These people aren't moral. This is who you got policing you. This type of thing right here. This the kind of stuff you got. These people aren't moral. They don't have to go through some kind of code of ethics, anything. They just got to be one of the good old boys. And be one of the good old boys. And they'll get authority. One of the good old boys. That's it. That's all you need to really have. And then, of course, the black, they got to put some color in there just to make it look legitimate nowadays. Put a little color in there. Get a few coons and, a couple of regular black people that tries to do it the right way. A few of you get in there trying to police correctly, and you get ran up out of there or threatened. This is the state of America. And my question is to us out here, these thieves are in charge. These are the people in charge when you go into this police departments. Why do we love this? Why do we feel like we need this? This is the issue that I want to raise up. We don't need this. The thing is, a lot of us don't even understand that you can form security services in police departments. But a lot of us don't know this stuff, but we do have people among us that do know how to do that. I don't know why that really hasn't been pushed good, but it can be pushed, especially in a lot of the small towns that we got. And a lot of these small towns, these people just steal, harass people, mainly black people, but even poor white people and everybody else. These type of little police chiefs. And then people go to get them out of there, and they still harass everybody, intimidate. That's what they do. So let's get into some of this here. I just want to show this. In Brookside, Alabama. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start off with this here. We're going to just go into this. These are the laws that this country allows. This shouldn't even exist. Civil asset forfeiture laws. This right here. Civil asset forfeiture laws allow law enforcement agencies to seize, steal, seize, rob, seize, enslave, commandeer, take, steal. That's basically what they're doing. Highway robbery, literally. Steal or seize property if that property is suspected. Listen, that's all they got to do is I suspect. That's it. Is suspected of being related. It's just being related. Related. What is related? It just needs to touch it or be around it or related to a criminal activity. That's a big, wide range. These laws do not require that the owner be convicted of a crime. A person does not even need to have been charged for property to be seized. Law enforcement claim that this allows for the targeting of illicit proceeds, which in turn disrupts criminal activity. Civil liberty advocates assert that the forfeiture laws contain insufficient procedural protections for innocent owners. It is also argued that these laws will allow law enforcement to supplement their budgets with seized property, incentivizes the seizure of cash and other properties with only tangential suspicions. Reason magazine reports that the public interest law firm Institute for Justice has filed a class action lawsuit alleging that these forfeiture laws have been used by the Drug Enforcement Agency, which is the DEA, and Transportation Security Administration, TSA. The suit alleges that the conduct of these agencies had violated the Fourth Amendment rights of travelers. The suit claims that the DEA and TSA engage in practices of seizing money at airports absent any probable cause, and solely because the amount exceeds $5,000. This happens despite the fact that it is legal to fly domestically with large quantities of undeclared cash. The lawsuit identifies several plaintiffs, including Terrence Rowland and Stacey Jones. And I bet you these people are black, but let's keep it moving. We don't know. Terrence, black name. Terrence Rowland, Stacey Jones. Stacey, maybe not. Rowland is a retired railroad engineer and had given his daughter Rebecca Brown his life savings of $82,373 to deposit in a bank. Brown arrived for a flight out of Pittsburgh Airport, where the money was seized by the DEA. Jones had $43,167 seized by the DEA during a flight home to Tampa from Wilmington, North Carolina. TSA screeners alerted the local sheriff office, which in turn alerted the DEA. Jones and her husband were interrogated by both a sheriff's deputy and two DEA agents. Jones and her husband claimed the money was for a gambling trip and from the sale of the couple's car. Despite evidence supporting this explanation, law enforcement deemed it fishy. They just said it's fishy and seized the money as it was related to drug trafficking. They could just say anything. There was no evidence to support that determination. In response to the lawsuit, the DEA provided notice to Jones on November 12, 2020, that it would be returning her money. We are glad that Stacey will get her money back, but it's shameful that federal agents keep targeting innocent flyers at our nation's airports. So that's all I'm gonna read there. They basically have taken $4 billion in cash. So that's the federal agencies, the DEA. And just for giggles, I want to look up Terrence Rowland and Stacey Jones. Let's see how these folks look. How do these folks look? Let's see if they're... Let's see. I don't know. They're looking fishy. I can't rely on that one. Let's look. Oh, it's a white lady. So she returned. DEA took. This is Tampa woman. This is Jones. Okay, so this is Jones. Oh, let me see. Let's look at this. All right, North Carolina. Okay, Jones. So that was Jones. Let's see if we got Rowlands. What's this guy? Terrence Rowland. That was Stacey Jones. Let's see. 79-year-old retirement railroad engineer. There he is, a black man. I knew that was a black man. Terrence. Stole this man's money, life-saving. Case is the latest example. There you go. Longshoreman, he got laid off. Yeah, son traveled. This man's life savings. This took this man's money. And, I knew it was black, too, because that's all he had in his life savings, which ain't nothing, $82,000. Will they get it back? Will they get it back? Will they get it back? The government should be able to keep. I don't know if he got it back. I don't see it real quick, and I want to keep moving with the story. But that's civil. They can just take your money. Not only can the federal people take your money, but here we got this here in Alabama. Let's look at this. Alabama cops. Now hold on. Say that's Dolphin. I want to show this one. This is called policing for profit. So this cannot be allowed to go unpoliced. So civil asset forfeiture. It allows seizure of person's property without a warrant, and more importantly, without criminal conviction. So this is the Institute of Policing for Profit, the abuse of civil asset forfeiture. All right, so we went through it. I just wanted y'all to see that even the local people can do this. So after Serrano, basically even, not just black people, but they take stuff from, Mexicans and everybody. So they'll just take money because it's money. Everybody wants money, right? So we got the Institute for Policing for Profit. You don't have to be guilty of anything. They just take your money. The nightmare began for Geraldo Serrano, 2015. He drove up to the border crossing at Eagle Pass in 2014 for a pickup. The reason for his trip, he wanted to interest a cousin from Mexico in expanding his solar panel installation. Yeah. All right, so Serrano took a few pictures. All right, then when Serrano exercised his rights, okay, 2 U.S. border agents demanded the password to his phone. When Serrano exercised his rights and refused, I'm not giving you the password to my phone. When Serrano exercised he refused, sick of him. And then one of the border agents said he was sick of hearing about your rights. You have no rights here, the agent said. The agent searched the truck, finding the 38 caliber bullets in the truck console. We got them. See, when you carry a gun on you, they got everything. They got, so simple. So many crimes are attached to just having a gun. Okay, just having it. Or having bullets. We got them. Serrano had a concealed carry permit, but no weapon on him. The agents seized the truck, alleging it was being used to transport munitions of war. Damn. They got you. If they just find a couple of bullets. Come on, man. Later, to request a hearing on this. Now you got to go through hellfire just to even get your truck back. Later, to request a hearing on the seizure. To request a hearing. You got to ask to even be heard to get your property back. Because they can say no. Damn, man, this place. This is what we live in. This is America. This is what people love. Peace, brother Danubian. What's going on, brother, on Twitch? But no, we're going to keep moving on this thing. Yes, sir. Nah, but this is what they're doing. I want to play this, but I don't want to go too far in this. But the bottom line is I just want everybody to see this civil asset forfeiture thing. We don't have to put up with this, but you ain't getting away from it by yourself. But we're going to go through the problem a little bit. At the end, we're going to do a little solution stuff, and then we getting out of here real quick. But I just want to highlight this point with this broadcast. So, all right, so they got this guy, hemmed him up, took his truck. He had to go through hell to get it, and I don't think he still got it. So that's that one. I just want to go through a couple of stories here. All right. Mike Jones. Okay, actually, I don't want to play this one yet. This is what we're doing. So here we go. We're going to go into this little video. Let me stop sharing that. Let's see. Here we go.
Policing the 22 interstate highway.
All right, so this is a town hall meeting that one of the local representatives over here in Brookside, Alabama. Let's see if we can. Brookside, Alabama, held this town hall meeting to get what was happening to the citizens, because the police have formed this little gang, this little clique, right? They were just basically, like I said, stealing the citizens' money. They literally pretty much were doing pretty much that. They had a hookup. They probably had a local little KKK meeting. And they were just fleecing this little town here. This is a map here. Okay, so now we're looking here. This is Georgia. So and I just want to show this map just in case you guys drive through here, because you're going to hear some of this. So like if this is Atlanta, Shreveport, this is Birmingham. So we're going to zoom in. Birmingham, zoom in. This little town over here, up 22, Highway 22. So this is the interstate highway. This is an interstate. You see this? You can get caught here if you're driving through here. This little town here called Brookside. So this is where they're getting people. This is called Brookside. And this is a little Brookside, Colberg. Basically, this little town is about 1,200 people here. So let's look some more. Jefferson County. This is in Alabama. So let's look at this. All right. That's where we're talking about.
Mayor came out and talked to my 80-year-old uncle and was...
All right, we're going to go through a few. Now, they get white people too, but I'm just going to go through a few of the black people because, we're doing the black stuff. Now,
Mr. Cameron Wilson.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm here to speak up for the young crowd. I've been staying in Dora for about a year now. I'm only 28 years old. I stayed with my parents all the way up until I was 26. I've never got a ticket from Jefferson County or Birmingham. I pass by them every day going down 22. They sit in the same spot. I even blow at them half of the time. I started going 78 way because I can't go 22, period. I switched my cars up. I purchased, 4 vehicles, and my dad probably can tell me better, but I purchased 4 vehicles in the last, probably year. Every time I switched vehicles, they pulled me over in every car. Gave me an individual ticket for every car that I was in. Gave me at least 3 to 4 tickets. I got them dated and everything, documented and everything. They gave me at least 5 to 6 tickets every stop, and I was jailed every time. One of the times I had COVID, told them I had COVID. The officer let down the back windows and drove. It was freezing cold. I got even sicker. Had to go back to the hospital. When I got out, cost me over $1,900. Every time I went to jail, I spent over $1,500 to $1,600. Getting out, getting my car, everything. Then when I go back to my car's tore up to shreds. I guess they thinking I got some. Half of these charges that they gave me on these papers, they state that I had drugs. I had no drugs. These drugs are just appearing. I guess they poof out of thin air. But I had no drugs present in neither one of the cars. I had 3 weapons in each stop, probably each stop. My dad had to give me a weapon because they kept taking my guns. Got valid pistol license, everything. Now that I stay in Walker County, I got Walker County pistol license as well in my wallet. Because I'm aware that wherever you go, you have to have pistol license for that county. So
you see how they get you now. See, we really don't. I mean, I think we really believe these pistols and guns be protecting us, but really this is another little tag for them to really catch black folks.
I tried to do right by doing that, but they give me tickets every time they stop me. So 22 is quicker for me to get home because I'm an engineer for Hilton. It's quicker for me to get home that way. But now that, you know what I'm saying?
Now, black folks are actually starting to get a little bit more money. We starting to become engineers and we have little professions, but we still have the same culture. So they, we look the same. Just because you're not selling drugs, you're not a dope dealer or whatever, or you're a business owner, you're an engineer, you're doing something that's you getting your money that way, but you still want to dress the same way, you still want to look black. You are a black person, but they're gonna still assume that you're a dope dealer. That's how this devil is, and that's how some of us are too. But let's keep going real quick.
It's crazy. I just want to know what can I do, who can I talk to.
So basically, they stole this man's money. He got to go through hell and high water just to get money back. Let's go through this one.
It was September the 6th, Labor Day. I was coming home back, getting off the ramp. They had someone pulled over on the 22 going back towards Forestdale. They said that I had, let me look at it. They said I got a ticket for not moving over when I know I moved over coming across the ramp. And then my pistol permit was expired. I got another ticket for that. And
they just pistol permit. They could just make up a lie. You ain't pulled over.
they also tried to hit me with a DUI controlled substance. I feel like I need justice for real. I've been calling for my pistol that I had got, like bro said. It's been like 2-3 weeks now. I had already paid my money for that ticket. I was trying to get my firearm back. I've been calling them for like 2-3 weeks now. They say that someone in their office is sick or something, and I can't get my firearm back. But like I said, the DUI control says I feel like I pled guilty to the driving to the traffic, to the driving too close or whatever. But I just feel like they just need justice for real.
Keep going, and white people be having little complaints. Let's listen to one white person because some of their stuff.
Let me see your driver's license and proof of insurance. As I asked if I was being pulled over because I didn't get into another lane because of the pickup truck. This is where my sentence ended. I was going to tell him about the truck, and he shouted, "I'm asking the questions. Let me see your license, proof of insurance." I told him I carry my wallet in my left front pocket. I pulled it out without being told. Took my sunglasses off, turned the engine off, rolled the window down, all that. And I was charged for fleeing or attempting to elude the police. Now, keep in mind, I work at the city of Birmingham and I drive a city car. And I knew this could mess with my livelihood. All right. I also have a CDL license, and that too would play in factor. And I was charged with the move over for a law enforcement vehicle law. And I couldn't move over. Okay. So anyway, by the time I got out of there, I was charged with the attorney fee and everything. It was $1,970. They charged me $500 for not pulling over or getting over, and then whatever it is for court costs. And I was also charged. Now they dropped the fleeing and eluding charge, but charged me court costs. And if I hadn't had that attorney there, I'm sure I'd been a lot worse. And
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
We don't mean to be rude, but we've got 19 more people who would like to be heard. So
Okay.
So they're moving through, and I'm gonna move through real quick too. But see, these are the people that's there. And these people all probably grew up in there.
And the class action is pending.
I don't want to go through all of them, but You know, we're going to go through a few of them. Now, see, here go the police. This even police. This is a black police.
I would just like to thank you guys for having this meeting. It's long overdue. And I feel like I don't have a complaint with Brookside, but after serving 33 years with the federal government, you treat people right, not because they're credentialed, but because that's the right thing to do. And now everybody has heard.
All right, I don't want to hear all that. This girl, she mad at them for real. But I'm going to play her because she continues to come out.
The mayor, everybody, they have to come down. Thank you.
Mr. Chris Jones.
I wish I could speed this thing up real quick.
My name is Jory Jones. My father's name is Chris Jones. So on October the 22nd, 2022, I was pulled over by Officer Mike Jones. 2021. October 22nd, 2020. He pulled me over. He had his hand on his gun as if he was going to shoot me. He forced me out of my car. They slammed me up against his police car. They told me the whole time that they had camera footage going on. No footage. So when they pulled me out of the car, they had the dogs go through my car. They put the dogs on me. Officer Mike Jones, Chief Mike Jones, he tried to touch me in my face. So I was illegally detained. I sat in the back of the police car while they harassed me. They told me they was gonna take my car. They was gonna tow my car. They was gonna take me to jail. They took my keys out of my car. So when I got pulled over, I FaceTimed my dad because they wanted my insurance. I had a picture of it. He wouldn't accept it. So I FaceTimed my dad. It was daily.
He got this. She had insurance, but the cop don't want to accept it. This guy, he didn't want to accept it. Now he was a police at that time, but he had to resign, so they pushed him out of there. But he still wanted to act like a police, so he actually got arrested for impersonating a peace officer.
Light outside so he could see. They took my keys from me and they drove off. They left the scene with my keys. They left me on the side of the road, in a dark road, and they endangered my life. I don't really have anything else to say. I feel like apology is owed to me.
All right, now this one is a good one. I want y'all to hear him, and this don't be the last one because he tells us how to solve some of the problem. He's actually a SWAT officer. This one's a SWAT officer.
How y'all doing? Yes, sir. I would like to let you know that in March 2021, in March 2021, around 11:30 at night, I was a passenger in a vehicle with a friend of mine who was taking their nieces back to their family member house. On the way back from there, we were stopped by Brookside Police Department. I was the front seat passenger. There was no one else in the car other than the driver. When they stopped the vehicle, they came up and approached the driver, told them that they stopped them for no tag light. The vehicle had a firefighter tag on it. They gave them everything that they asked for. I was on the passenger side looking at my phone. I see a light come in through the passenger side, and I look up, and it's a guy motioning me to roll my window down. I'm trying to see him, and I don't see a name tag, nor do I see a badge. So I roll the window down, and I say, "How can I help you?" He tells me, "I need your driver's license." And I say, first, I'm not driving, so I'm not giving you my license. I don't have it. But at that point, I rolled the window back up and started looking back at my phone. His buddy on the other side is looking in. They're focusing on me. They say, "Hey, he wants you again." So I look up. I roll my window down. I say, "How can I help you?" He said, "If you don't give me your driver's license, I'm going to arrest you under Pennsylvania v. Mims." At that time, I told him, "Hold on, let me tell you something." I said, "That don't work with me, okay? I'm police." okay? And I told him that, so I'm wearing my seatbelt. That was really the only reason you can stop me. You don't smell no weed. You didn't see me moving around. I paid you all no attention. So there was no elements for you to even try to associate with me once I cut that off. At that particular time, it goes on, and I asked him for a supervisor. And I did. I got addressed by the men in black, because when I asked their names, they told me they was Agent J and Agent K. So I already know.
Now, you know what I'm listening to? I'm just listening to how it's black people. This is a very serious situation. It's like we find a way to have fun and make a joke out of some really, really, really serious stuff. We're supposed to be piping mad, ready to, you know, these cops, these government officials, they should be afraid. They should be scared to do stuff like this. This should ruin them, their families. I mean, it should ruin everything that they have. Everybody that was a part of this police department should be scared, ruined, not only arrested, but take every damn thing they got. And when we come, now this man is serious, but I'm just talking about the general mood of black folks. And in some of these situations, very serious situations. We want, you know, even out there in some of the protests, boy got shot at 90 times, hit 60 times. People twerking. The protest, you twerking? Fuck y'all doing, man? You know what I'm saying? This is what you got people out here in Atlanta talking about a senator in damn Rhode Island, a black girl, a senator, college educated, twist her behind upside down and start twerking. You know, this is what we got going on out here. But I just want y'all to finish this, and then we're going to get out for the day.
Know that if you're city police, you police. If you're a sheriff, or you might be a deputy. If you're a trooper, you're going to have a trooper. So the agents are FBI, CIA, ATF. So, and you're not assigned to a task force. Well, as it continues on, they took me out. They arrested me. I was injured in the line of duty when I was with the SWAT unit, and I went through several years of rehab that I still have issues to this day. When they stopped me, took me out, and put me in a stress position in the back of the vehicle, they ended up aggravating more injuries that I was already under the care of a doctor at that time on that day. So as it continued, they kept me there for over 30, 45 minutes in the back of the car while they was trying to figure out what we're going to do because we just stepped in something. So as it continued on, they ended up writing a ticket because it was supposed to be no tag light to the female driver. Like I say, the tag on the car was a firefighter tag, but it belonged to her father. When we left and got somewhere where it was in the light, I get the ticket. They wrote the ticket to her father to later on lie and say that was me. He looks like Bald Bull from Mike Tyson Punch-Out. He looks nothing like me. So they ended up giving them this citation that we had to go get signed that this man didn't even know was on his record. But I'm here because I have spoke with Mr. Archibald. We did an interview today. I have my attorneys, Mr. Terrell McCants and Mr. Bill Dawson. I am here to go ahead and press forward because the following day, I called the FBI and I started reporting what happened to me, and I wanted a color law violation issued on them. I did it twice because the first person, it seemed like they didn't take it. Second person did, but then I did meet with an agent here because they got me there, and we found out that they did not take my call. But the agent is I'm assuming working my case, and we came up with the codes that probably fit. And from what I'm hearing here, it fits a lot of the stories of the people. And do you mind? It's a short portion that I would like to read so they can hear that, if that's okay.
It's short.
It's short. It's short. Title 18, Code 241, Conspiracy Against Your Rights. If two or more persons conspire to injure, oppress, threaten, or intimidate any person in any state, territory, commonwealth, possession, or district in the free exercise or enjoyment of any right or privilege secured to him by the Constitution or laws of the United States, or because of his having so exercised the same, or if two or more persons go in disguise, Agent J, Agent K, on the highway or on the premises of another, with intent to prevent or hinder his free exercise or enjoyment of any right or privilege so secured, they shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 10 years, or both. So I need help to push my case through at the attorney's office, as he said, because I haven't been getting contracted back. No one has only the agent is who I spoke to, but the two other people that I spoke to take my original complaint, the agent could even find my call because they basically brushed it off and dismissed it.
All right. So bottom line is, y'all, I just wanted to show that, we can actually form our own police departments. And the reason why they were having that, actually, I should show that part.
I'm asking for
They were having it because they have some decent elected officials. And this woman, Gwendolyn Brooks, this is the sheriff. Some black people got into the office and, they started actually representing the actual people. And we can actually take over entire states, entire cities, if we get black first people who are going to look out for the people in the city and actually prosecute, punish people who violate the rights of the citizens. That's what you need. You need to take over areas. Like I said, we got, actually, hold on a second. We look at this here, this little city. Let's see, where is it? All right, so we got this little city here. This is the Interstate Highway 22. This is 78. They be getting people all up in here, all up in this little area. This is where they're making their money, right here. And, this is about 1,200 people in this area. They're not even supposed to be on the freeway, according to the law that the people was talking about. But the bottom line is, these people elected some black folks who decided to prosecute, punish these little network of thieves here. So that's what we got to do. We got to put people in charge that's going to actually punish these enemies. That's what you do. You put people in charge. You take over areas, and you get rid of trash. You see, now he's arrested for impersonating a peace officer. Why? Why is he impersonating a peace officer? Because these people got rid of that trash.
Harassing communication. And we're here.
So they got rid of the trash. And that's what I'm saying. That's a good job. But of course, these trash people need to not only just get rid of them, but we need to take their money, punish them, fine them, mess them up. They need to be afraid to do that stuff to black people. And that's pretty much all we're going to go through, guys. Appreciate anybody coming through. Press the thumbs up, share the message. Let me know what you think. Peace.
The Germans recognized the evil that they did to the Jews. And right now, they're paying reparations to Israel. Right. East Germany wanting to unite with West Germany said that in order to unite with West Germany, they had to repent and pay Israel reparations. Look at what they said. We ask the Jews of the world to forgive us. We ask the people of Israel to forgive us for the hypocrisy and hostility of official East German policy toward Israel and for the persecution and the degradation of Jewish citizens also after 1945 in our country. We declare our willingness to contribute as much as possible to the healing of mental and physical sufferings of survivors and to provide just compensation for material losses.